I'm Christine Frizzau in Washington. The U.S. Supreme Court may soon end the practice by some states of counting ballots that come in after Election Day. The Supreme Court justices heard arguments in a case that pitted the very red state of Mississippi against the Republican National Committee and the Trump administration. Mississippi, like more than a dozen other states, allows those ballots to be counted as long as they're postmarked on or before Election Day. The Supreme Court taking up an issue near and dear to the president's heart.
Mail-in ballots, they're so corrupt.
We should know the result of the election on November 3rd.
That year, 2020, as the country was in the midst of the COVID pandemic, the election was not declared until 4 days after Election Day. The central question before the justices now, should ballots that arrive after Election Day be allowed to be counted, even if they're postmarked by Election Day? Mississippi's Solicitor General says yes.
States have allowed that for over a century. Congress has respected it. No one challenged it until now. The question is whether Congress in 1845 blocked that practice. The answer is no.
14 states, plus Washington, D.C., as well as the territories of Guam, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands accept late-arriving ballots, a practice lawyers for the Republican National Committee and the Trump administration say should be banned.
I would say that the day of the election is it's the last day in which all the ballots are cast and they are received into official custody.
Of the 6 conservative justices, all of them seemed skeptical of a grace period.
Confidence in election outcomes can be seriously undermined if the apparent outcome of the election on the day after the polls close is radically flipped by the acceptance later of a big stash of ballots that flip the election.
The 3 liberal justices raising concerns about ballots received from those serving in the U.S. military, also citing the long history of counting them after Election Day and the lack of federal laws prohibiting it.
Congress just said whatever the state has decided with regard to ballot receipt deadlines is going to apply here, correct?
And that's been the case for 180 years, Your Honor.
A decision on this case is expected sometime in June or July, with some already worried the outcome could be disruptive, less than 6 months before the midterm elections. I'm Christine Frizzau reporting.